17 is underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
6 yards left on second down. And the Eagles are in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On play action, it's Carr. That's complete to Slayton. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 85 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Carr now first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Eagles 6.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start the drive with Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On the option, it'll be Hurts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up second and 11.
At the second and 11 now. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, 180.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
48-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Eagles 6.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
Switch up. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Check pass.
Here's Here's the option. Running right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Dexter Lawrence.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's the option going right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Hurts is going to try and run. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
On for the extra.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. Catch made by Slayton. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
The Eagles' 45-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Chubb, the ball
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
From the gun, it's Carr. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Giants' 1st down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
To the ground and incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts going to keep this himself. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
52 yards.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up
second down and goal. Carr. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They run it again with Chubb. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle.
He's good.
And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Julian Love. The 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Watch the edge.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll throw from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 2-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Over the middle here to Brown. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Milano. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
To Nick Chubb.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
8-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Watch the whip. Shift. Take 4. Take right now. What's up?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey,
So, my nigga, so,
didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
Right, you be geeking off that video, bro. What's wrong with you? I don't know what the hell you talking about.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series.
I don't know. All these niggas online, but not online.
No, not at all.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over.
Oh, yeah, you got a team now. You playing, huh?
And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit?
Little PT.
All the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big,
All right.
take even more chances.
All right.
And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's got a first down.
My next game I'm starting, so I was waiting for a user.
As we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Why Rudy Gobert to get hurt?
It's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another
You playing center?
touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh.
They seemingly just continue to
No wonder you got picked up by the Spurs.
As great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down
Oh.
there.
I love how you use the word will.
Yeah, but they're looking for Tim Duncan's replacement.
The game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced.
That shit crazy, bro. I usually don't get no minutes, bro, unless somebody get hurt. And if somebody get hurt, it's like if Aaron Gordon gets hurt, I'll start for like 38 minutes as the starting power forward. If Markelle Fultz get hurt, I start for like 30-something minutes at point guard. But I don't start or come off the bench for real.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And my goodness, another interception.
But this nigga caught an interception just now, bent body backwards, bro. This game is terrible, man.
45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
By Brandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
40-yard
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
God damn.
Inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Carr going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And no move to take the offense.
I don't know what you're doing with no gumbo, man. Put that shit away.
On 4th and goal. They'll run for it.
Chef Homeboy RD, huh? Bro, I just won this Madden game 72-6, bro.
Coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead.
72-6, man.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown.
And he scored first.
Now James returning.
They could probably start the game off like, oh yeah, I'm on the dog this nigga. He missed the extra point. And it was off to the races. Uncle Drippy, somebody said playing a bum. Bum, yeah. Oh, that's my vibe. That's my man. Come on, man. He waiting for next season, man.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they
Them
actually
picks.
go about doing it because
You ain't gotta be impressed, man. You ain't gotta be impressed. This ain't to impress nobody, man. This glitchy ass game.
that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be
Picking on little kids.
Handle the waning moments of this one. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds.
It's a little kid, man. Look, I play whoever come up on the roster, man. What was on the schedule?
3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Jalen Rager. Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Oh man, look. Like and subscribe, man.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing
Make sure you like and subscribe.
put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
Bro, these stats are about to be fucking ridiculous, bro.
Just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
10 takeaways. Who's just throwing picks, bro? After a while, I tried to like make it a game, just started throwing the shit up.
But a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia,
This man was running the fucking read option with
very
in the NFL game.
2 and 14.
Look, hey, he ran a read option with
Forthcoming in the very
with Jalen Hurts and Cam Newton. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
alongside Charles Davis. Thanks for
Nigga threw a pass to Cam.
We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I threw the ball 15 times. Three of them was picks. What my defense do?